We are back on Nittany Game Week. The Nittany Lions coaching staff gets an extra week to dissect the Wolverines' game plans, and it's the same deal for our coaching staff. And Michigan is a fascinating team to study. Coach Bradley, Coach Paterno, it's a maze out in the big house. The players need to keep all of their focus on the uniforms on the field because this is going to be a four-quarter challenge.
This is old school Big Ten football. This is they're not worried about stats. They're not worried about flash. They're going to punt. You know, they're going to take the approach that they don't turn the ball over and play field position. They'll win the game. Let's talk about how they're going to get that done, Tom. And it starts with the run game on offense. Their base is going to be two tight ends. Here's an example where they balance you up, and then they decide they're going to make a choice of whether they run or pass. And if they run it, they're going to run away from the safety that comes down. And, Tom, you know this is a pain in the butt because you got to decide, you got to pick sides, and now they go the opposite side.
Once you start picking your sides, then they go the opposite way. They read it at the line of scrimmage, and they just work from there. And then when you get cute, they motion and bring a tight end over.
Yep, and you can see they block down with the tight end. They pull the front side tackle and guard. They get a nice hole there, and you'll get a great shot of this from behind. And you can see how that hole opens. And don't forget how well their wideouts block downfield as well to spring open their run game. Now, once they get you going on the run game, now they're going to play action. So when you start to bring guys in to handle the run game, now he's going to pull that thing out. They really are a much more effective passing team on first and second down. Tom, talk about what this play action does for you.
First of all, you got to look here. In this pool, they do a tremendous job of really selling that run there, which frees them up, which watch them on the perimeter here. And then these guys are running versus air basically out here.
Yeah, and you can see right here, he comes off, no pressure in his face, and a guy wide open. And that's going to be a problem. Penn State's going to have to deal with that. Now, last thing we want to talk about is the next phase of their game is third downs. This is where McCarthy has struggled. Now, he's been careful not to turn the ball over, but you can see he's a young quarterback. He's got his mind made up to work over here. They do a nice job with Maryland. This safety comes over and helps, and he does not jam it in there. So take a look at this from the video. He's very careful not to jam the pass in there if he's not sure he has it, and that's why they've been able to avoid turnovers.
That, and they haven't been in these long yardage situations. They want to keep it at third and lower than 5.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. And again, if you can get them to throw one up and get them confused with the off week, they may have a chance. Now let's talk about Michigan's defense. They are a base nickel defense when you look at it. They're going to have 5 DBs in the game. That's what they like. Does Penn State then put in extra tight ends and run the ball against that nickel and get them out of there? We'll see what happens. But again, they have the defensive end standing up, and take a look at how they play this now. Tom, I know you were a big proponent of nickel defenses.
Well, if you have the right nickel, if you have that guy, and I think their nickel is really a half guy. He's half a linebacker, half a nickel. Yeah, because they like to use him a lot.
Very effective, and they've been able to get pass rush. So let's take a look at now what they do to quarterbacks. Now, again, they're going to start with one of the things with the nickel, it gives you a lot of flexibility, Tom, to move safeties around. Talk about how they do this.
Yeah, well, that's a great thing is because now I've got 3 guys I can start moving to different places, which causes them a lot of different reads for the quarterback.
Yeah, and then you get this backside linebacker. Take a look at this video. That backside linebacker, they go from what looks like a 2-shell to now 1 deep, and then the middle linebacker starts sprinting, which closes the window for that quarterback to throw the ball, and then ends up in an interception from Maryland. And then last but not least, we'll talk about some of the things they do. And they've gotten much more effective rushing the passer. They're going to give it blitz inside, which is going to keep the back in now. And now you've got man-to-man, and you've got both defensive ends dropping under the quick throws. Everybody likes those slants.
Very hard because these guys are just, you're coaching the heck out of these guys. Just vision, they're like what we call thieves. They're just coming back and picking up the low-level slant routes.
Yep, take a look at the video here. They bring the guys up the middle. They don't pick up the linebacker inside, and now all of a sudden they've got a lot of traffic inside for the quarterback to throw over, and that's a problem. Now, we talked about Mccarthy stats real quick. We go to the stat list of what he's done on first and second down. In run downs, he's almost 80% throwing the ball. In pass downs, he's under 50% of Penn State can make him throw. That's the way they're going to have to do it. So, Todd, that's our scouting report.
It's going to be a challenge, no doubt. All right, thanks a lot, fellas. Of course, the Wolverines are very clear what's at stake this weekend. There's only a handful of real contenders in the Big Ten East Division, and one of them is coming to the Big House. Coach Harbaugh's squad, halfway through their regular season schedule, already bowl eligible. No rest for the weary, though. They didn't have a bye week to rest up, and that includes first coaching staff. These guys relish the opportunities to go head-to-head with a big-time opponent.
Always get in this battle rhythm of the season. I mean, it's just, just always demanding, punishing, you know, challenging yourself to put the players in the best position possible every single week. And you get used to it, and you look forward to it, and that's what drives you.
Now the Wolverines take a break from the battle rhythm after this matchup with Penn State before they host their in-state rivals Michigan State on the 29th. Time to take a break. When we come back, our Impact interview is with Fox Sports' versatile talent, Jenny Taft. She's seen a lot of Michigan so far this year. We'll talk Wolverines and some hockey. Nittany Game Week returns after this.